Eating the dogs, the people that came in, they're eating the cat.
Look at her.
They're eating.
Conservatives blame each other for Trump running with the fake story.
You stupid mother just got Trump to repeat your lie about the pets.
Nico comes out against the Haitian cat story and blames the U.S.
The Haitian cat story is fake, just like...
Why push something that's not true?
People on the ground dealing with this think that it is happening. And
like, what does that mean? They think that it's happening.
Oh,
we're getting a first-hand report that people think it's happening.
Matt Walsh, Omega Cope.
The moderators are winning this debate for Trump by being so insanely lopsided and biased against him. This debate won't matter. It was just eliminated as an inflection point.
It was 3 against 1.
I think ABC took a big hit last night. They ought to take away their license.
You know, a lot of people say that the moderators were unfair to Trump because they fact-checked him in real time. Meanwhile, they also let Trump have the last word every time. So is it really unfair there?
Well, it was unfair because Trump said more crazy, ridiculous shit. So they corrected him more, and then people get triggered because the moderators are correcting Trump more, so they instantly perceive it as being biased. But the reality is that Trump just says a lot of crazy, fucking stupid shit.
What do you think the craziest thing he said of the evening was? I'm sure it's in this.
There were multiple crazy things. I would say the problem is like the craziest stuff. The most memorable line of the entire evening was when people asked Trump if he had a plan, and he said he has a concept of a plan.
Yes or no, you still do not have a plan.
I have concepts of a plan. I'm not president right now. But if we come up with something, I would only change it if we come up with something that's better and less expensive. And there are concepts and options we have to do that. And you'll be hearing about it in the not too distant future.
What do you think about that answer?
I think Trump is retarded. And, you know, here's the thing. Here's what I really genuinely don't understand.
Okay.
This is because I'm not connected with the boomers, and they're the only people that really matter,
Agreed.
like the older people. I feel like I would, if I was Kamala there, I'd be like, whenever Trump did one of his weird rambles, right? They asked him, so what would you do? Would you end the war in Ukraine? What would you do? Would you keep supporting Ukraine? And he's like, I'll tell you.
I can't reveal the plan because I can't tell them.
It's not even that. It's like this beautiful war. I would end it. There would be no lives under my thing. Like, he won't answer a question. I feel like if I was Kamala, but I don't know, maybe this isn't a good strategy. I'd be like, Vice President Harris, what do you think? I'd be like, what did he just say? He said nothing. This guy just rambles. He has no plan. He has no nothing. You asked him what he would do about Ukraine, and he's rambling about crazy stuff. He's off his rocker. He's too old. He can't be here. The too old thing. You don't want to say that. A lot of old people, they're going to be like, they're thinking, I can be president.
True.
You can't say too old. You say too stupid. He's not like you.
I think there probably has to be some line because if you're too mean, everybody stories the out. But I think she did an okay job at pointing out, like, just I said in the beginning that he was going to talk about immigration or whatever, no matter what, and pivot, and he's doing it. I think she did an okay job of that. Personally, I'd like to see it be way more mean, but it might not be good for...
I really love meanness also. I think it comes naturally to me as well. I really enjoy being mean. Mm-hmm. And I think that it gets your point across. Now, there are some downsides, right? Like meeting the people in real life that you've been mean to. That's sometimes a little bit frisky. But, you know, aside from that, you know, mostly a positive benefit across the board.
She made fun of his rally said once, and that triggered the ever-living out of him, and called him weak, and said that world leaders will eat him for lunch. Really? Yeah, those mind him. You could tell he was getting super ass pained. He made one comment about how we could all inherit $500 million and then use it to file bankruptcy 6 times. That also... and I'm pretty mad.
Damn. You know, the funniest part about this whole thing, apparently, this could be fake news, but you know what? I'll spread it. Apparently, Trump, in his debate preparation, was like talking with policy advisors and like trying to do stuff. And Kamala, for her debate, was like talking with a retarded clown that acts like a Donald Trump impersonator. It was just actually probably the smartest thing you can do. Right? If you're going to debate Donald Trump, like I would not even, just like, we don't even need to know any facts.
To be clear, also, yeah, Donald Trump's debate prep was retarded. Like Laura Loomer came off the plane with him. I don't know if you know who she is, but she's an insane, crazy Twitter poster, like an actual crazy Twitter poster. So, yeah.
So we have...
The thing that sucks is there's not like anything that Trump can actually say to lose. Like basically every debate is just kind of like, it's like playing tower defense. Like you're just kind of like trying to keep the idiocy at bay. Yeah. You can't really say anything to get like a slam dunk that much because there's... Trump is
you're letting one or two of the balloons like through, and at the end, all of a sudden, a massive aircraft carrier balloon is coming through, and then it just the whole thing explodes and comes down, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, up until that, it's just a slow little trickle, like little small things like that.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats.
Look at her.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. And it's a shame.
Do you think that I could be objective as a Supreme Court justice if I was to oversee that particular case of a cat getting eaten, knowing that I'm such a huge fan of cats?
Only if you'd had a cat that was eaten, then I would question your impartiality.
That is true.
This was our president. It was actually pretty fucking sad.
It is sad.
That
No, it's not sad. It's not sad. Okay, I'll tell you why. I've said this 100 times before, so roll the Dan clip. Trump was the chosen one. He was retarded, and we knew that. But to a certain extent, before we knew too much about Trump, he was actually maybe going to be good.
Well, let me clarify then. It's sad and pathetic that
now
he's still here with half the support. Yeah, he's untouchable. He has the mandate of God.
Conservatives blame each other for Trump running with the fake story.
You stupid motherfuckers just got Trump to repeat your lie about the pets. Congrats on setting the news stories tomorrow by lying, so Trump picks it up and says stupid shit. Even Tommy is falling. Wait, scroll down. That's a picture.
Oh.
It's okay, it happens. Scroll down.
But it looked like it wasn't a picture.
It was a rigged ambush of Donald Trump, but he took the bait. He didn't have to. He shouldn't have.
Seriously? Kamala kept attacking him. It was the only thing she did. What did you expect from him? Take it for 90 minutes?
My God.
ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals.
He corrects them, though. He gets them. Trump gets them.
Within the immigrant community.
Well, I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is
People on television. My dog was taken and used for food. So
I feel like Kamala needs to be like, bro, this guy is cooked. He's talking about shit he saw on fucking TV.
She probably had a good balance, but
she could have gone a little bit harder. No?
I think the laughing at him and shit was good enough. But
maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good thing to say for a city manager.
I'm not taking this from
but
television.
But the people on television saying the dog was eaten by the people that went there.
I feel like better facial expressions by her could have helped too.
I think this is fine.
You think this is good?
She looks like she's concerned because he's losing his fucking mind.
Here's the facial expression I would have done, I think. I would have been like...
That's basically what she's doing.
No, she's not. She's doing this.
It's fine.
It could be. That's too, like, you got to be careful. Like,
again, the Springfield city manager says there's no evidence of that. Vice President Harris, I'll let you respond to the rest of what you've heard.
You talk about extreme.
No, there was a better thing she could have
said. She should have said, talk about retarded.
Yeah. It's like, what would you have said? You can't say talk about retarded.
That's what she should have said.
She should have said
this N-word crazy.
I should have been like, yeah, no, if she did that, that would have been it. The fucking stage would have lit up, and it would be 1,000,000 for fucking Kamala there. Just basically going, this bitch fucking crazy, but not saying bitch, saying another.
You could have said they really are weird.
Yeah.
The weird one triggers the fuck out of them.
Yeah, that would have been good. Being like, oh, and we're weird. You're talking about fictional cats getting eaten over here?
Yeah.
Sorry, Trump, just because you can't get no pussy. Anyways. Jesus. All right. It's a fake story cooked up by a literal Nazi. Sneeko comes out against the Haitian cat story and blames the U.S. He's part Haitian. Click this. Click.
But I thought it was a black guy in front of a city council that had made like 20 false claims, and one of them was the cat story. I don't remember if it was that guy that originated it, but anyway.
All right.
The Haitian cat story is fake, just like the little British girl stabbed by the Muslim refugee who was actually born in Cardiff. It has already been verified. The cat lady was just a black American, but one boomer makes it go viral on Facebook, and now it's a presidential talking point. It's easy to pick on third world countries like Haiti for being poor, but we should not demonize innocent people. Haiti has been completely destabilized ever since the Clinton Foundation stole billions of dollars in charity money. This is America's fault. Are we responsible to house thousands of Haitian refugees? Obviously not, but the least we can do is blame our own people when they're eating cats. My God, he's like trying to head in the right direction, but he's just so retarded he can't do it.
You know, Haiti is wild right now.
I've seen videos, yeah.
No, like, it is like, I think literally like criminals are in charge of that place. Like,
you mean like the United States?
No, I mean like they opened up the prisons and apparently they overran. But you know what's weird? I think Haiti it's like a island, right? But it's like half and half, and then like the other half is it Dominican Republic?
That is indeed the other half. Yeah.
Is it? Okay. That's kind of a weird situation where half your country is like,
Well, they're two separate countries, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's. Oh, can you imagine if Canada overnight was just
sharing a continent with us?
No, because that's how it currently is. Can you imagine how it would be if there was no real government? Instead, it was just a bunch of people that got out of prison that were running around in Humvees and shit.
Oh, it'd be pretty wild.
That would be pretty
Not
crazy.
good.
That would not be good.
I agree.
Okay.
I don't know enough about what's going on in Haiti, but
I don't either.
Seems wild.
Neither do the lefties, because it's not topical. We only care about Jews.
The other thing that he brought up, which I was kind of surprised by, I guess I would say, is he brought up this misleading false claim that you yourself have talked about in recent days about Haitian immigrants in Springfield, Ohio, abducting people's pets and eating them, which officials there have said is not true. You yourself acknowledged it may be false on Twitter. You still told people to keep spreading it. But Trump just amplified it to tens of millions of people who were watching. Why push something that's not true?
Well, first of all, city officials have not said it's not true. They've said they don't have evidence.
Not true.
No evidence.
We've heard from a number of constituents on the ground, Caitlin, who
Can you pause for a second?
Firsthand and secondhand report.
Pause.
You understand that, like, what he's saying is retarded, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they never answer questions anyway.
Like, if I were to say, yesterday, there were people saying Godzilla was in New York City. And then if I were to call, the mayor or call a police officer, like, hey, is there any evidence of Godzilla being there? Like, we have no reports of Godzilla being here. And then you confront him, and you're like, hey, you understand that they said that, Godzilla wasn't in New York City. That's not true. And he's like, well, they didn't technically say it wasn't true. They just said there were no reports of it. Okay, Hume. Like,
Yeah.
what the kind of retarded answer is that? Like,
City officials have not said it's not true. They've said they don't have all the evidence.
They said,
or any evidence. They just haven't seen any evidence of it being true. Like, what?
Yeah.
What the are we talking about
What are
here?
we doing here? I don't know. It's fun. It's fun. I mean, it's not fun. Was a cat actually eaten?
No. I was annoyed because on stream, I got the video of this lady, the black lady that apparently was eating a cat. And then I opened it on stream and I was like, where's she eating the cat? And then people were like, oh no, she just ate it, but it happened off screen. And I'm like, okay.
Well, I don't want to see that.
I do.
There's a thing. I don't think you do.
I do.
Also, we're not going to go down this road. I don't believe you. I think that you would be furious if Honey walked in here right now and I kicked Honey in the face and he started crying, and, doing a little whimper. I think you would, at that moment, be ready to kill me because I think that you do.
He's been really fucking annoying.
You do have
in the morning.
an attachment to
I think he needs to be abused a little.
No.
He does this thing. Wake up time is 8 a.m.
Wake up time.
Do you know what that means?
Get fed.
No, he has food because I feed him before I go to sleep to make sure he's not going to do that.
Food.
No, he wants for you to just be awake so that he can go to sleep. So he'll jump on the bed and he'll sit in front of you.
Yeah.
And he'll meow a lot. Yeah. And then when you try to ignore him, he'll take his paw and just start like doing this.
Yeah. I watched this cat for many days. I'm aware of its
And
tactics.
then if you ignore him, then he'll start pushing stuff off of everything in the room.
But he immediately recognized my dominance as a cat owner.
Oh, yeah?
And respected my authority and did exactly as I told. Anyways.
I'm going to introduce him to one of these Haitians if he doesn't shape up.
Stop. Okay. All right.
I've heard,
no evidence.
All right.
heard from a number of constituents on the ground, Caitlin, who both firsthand and secondhand reports saying
the first paw and second paw reports.
Good one. Why would he say firsthand and secondhand report?
Meaning the people on the ground dealing with this think that it is happening. And
like, what does that mean? They think that it's happening. We're getting a firsthand report that people think it's happening. What do you think firsthand means? Clearly, that's not a firsthand report, meaning somebody directly witnessed or has direct evidence of it happening. That's clearly not we have firsthand reports of people that think it's happening. What the does that mean?
It means nothing.
Like, do you have an eyewitness to the murder? Yeah, Jane here witnessed somebody else saying that it happened.
What? Good old Republicans. I love them. All right. That's enough of you, JD
and I
Vance.
think that it's important for journalists.
I said that was enough of you. Stop talking. We have more links to click.
That's true. I wonder if Trump heard somebody make some fucking joke, some racist joke about Asians, but he heard Haitians. No, it's just like stuck in his there.
He's like, oh, those Asians are always eating cats with their their Asian food. And he's like, Haitians. Yep, I know that country. Not good. All right. Oh my God, look at all this JD Vance stuff. encourages followers to keep spreading the fake news.
Click it.
Click. In short, don't let the crybabies in the media dissuade you. They don't know that word. Fellow patriots, keep the cat memes flowing.
Wow. Based. What was the scroll up? What is this tweet? My office has received many inquiries from actual residents of Springfield who've said their neighbors' pets or local wildlife were abducted by Haitian migrants. It's possible, of course, that all these rumors will turn out to be false. Do you know? Do you know what's confirmed? That a child was murdered by a Haitian migrant who had no right to be here. That local health services have been overwhelmed. That communicable diseases like TB and HIV have been on the rise. That local schools have struggled to keep up with newcomers who don't know English. Okay, so none of that is related to the other thing. Is there a police report for any of this stuff? Like, why would your office... When it says they've received inquiries from actual residents of Springfield who said their neighbors' pets or local wildlife were abducted. Like, what do they mean by neighbor? Is somebody... Why are you calling on behalf of your neighbor? Why aren't the people whose pets are being abducted actually calling?
Well, I think you know the answer to that.
Because they're eating them.
Because no cats are getting eaten.
That's what you think.
Have you tried to even pick up a cat before that doesn't want to be picked up?
I can pick up any cat. People are saying the kid that died in a car accident as well.
Okay. That's not what I said. A cat that does not want to be picked up.
I can pick up any cat, even if he doesn't want to be picked up.
Okay. You can't.
Find me a cat and I'll do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that'll be our bonus content. Subscribe. Anything else? Patreon.com/anything else.
Yeah.
Me picking up that. Danger cats.
Yeah. that is good content, by the way.
That segment. Yeah.
All right. Taylor Hansen, Russian puppet, travels to Springfield, Ohio, and conducts interviews.
He was on that Tenet channel. That's why I just put Russian puppet.
Okay.
What do we got?
I've received nearly 400 emails. Yeah, because this is the guy they are emailing when you have an issue.
He got 2 at the most.
Yeah. Nearly 400 emails from Springfield locals about their experiences dealing with the Haitian influx. So these are just people that just don't like people that aren't white, basically. Nearly half of the emails I've received have been very similar to this one. Lifetime residents attempting to flee due to violence, lack of access to resources, and dangerous unlicensed drivers on the road causing accidents, like you.
How do you know that they're unlicensed?
Well, you see a fucking blue Ford Focus RS barreling down the road.
2017 plates. You know that you're in for a good time.
You're like, oh God, if this guy hits... Like, you know what happens if you smash into a fucking Aventador or like one of the Bentleys that are everywhere here?
Just run.
No, you understand, like, you have to buy them a new Bentley.
Or just run away. I'm good. That's what insurance is for.
They're in a fucking Lambo and you're in a Ford Focus. You're going to run away from them?
Yeah, what do you mean? If I crash into their car, it's not going to drive.
Your only hope is to blend into the scenery because your car is so boring and forgetful.
What do you mean if I hit? If I hit, our cars are destroyed. What do you mean?
Well, like, what about if you just graze?
The way I drive, we're not grazing. It's all or nothing, baby.
So you're just going to die. So you don't.
I'm not in fender.
I'm
in frame destroy.
So the reason you don't carry insurance is because if you get into a car accident, you're just going to kill yourself so that you don't have to deal with the consequences.
No, but I know the cars will be destroyed enough. The other person will be shocked. I've already done drills to where once I'm in an accident, my body, without even hesitating, will just begin to run to the nearest cover and I'll escape the scene of the crime easily.
And what about the VIN and the license plates and all that? Have you already
filed them all off?
Okay. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. It's Jason Bourne. All right. My name is not person living in Springfield.
And I have lived in Springfield my entire life. At the beginning of this year, we made the decision to move away from my hometown due to the rising violence with them.
The
they
Jews.
Have affected my home life and now my work.
That's the wrong use of affected, correct?
Yep.
Hey.
Recently, we have had a few very violent Haitians in my place of work, ranging from calling us whites, racist slurs, to threatening employees with hammers, and even threatening to come back and kill everyone on site. I have stopped men fighting women, have almost been killed on my motorcycle in traffic because of a Haitian, and having to deal with them literally taking over neighborhoods by the busful. If you're still interested in hearing more of my POV, please email blank 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 or call me at blank blank blank.
It's probably like warm water ports. That's Moscow.ru.
True.
Yeah.
Notice how you can indict a ham sandwich. Federal indictments also mean nothing, but anonymous emails posted onto a person's Twitter account. Basically,
big deal.
Good as gold. Fact.
Benny Johnson thinks the debates are rigged. Why do Republicans agree to debates in this format? The moderators are rigged. The questions are rigged. The TV executives are all friends with the Democrats on stage. Questions get leaked to them. It's all a trap designed to destroy one side. GOP does not need the corporate media. Megyn Kelly obliterates the moderators at ABC News, says that they are full of shit.
It was 3 against 1.
Is this restarting?
It's very.
I think so. Yeah. Okay. These guys are not very.
That's how they know they lost pretty hard.
Yeah.
When they're crying that much.
Ben Shapiro, he would never steer me wrong.
This debate won't matter. It was just eliminated as an inflection point.
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
People still know nothing about Kamala Harris's positions. Donald Trump is still Donald Trump, and the legacy media are still a giant flaming dog turd.
What is exactly Shapiro's opinion on Trump? Thing is, Trump is undoubtedly at least pretending to be more friendly to Jews than
who is
Trump.
Trump?
Yeah.
Well, he's not pretending. Old people in the U.S. still like Israel, even on the Republican side.
Right. But obviously there's a lot of people on the far right who hate Jews.
Yeah, but they're a minority.
I That's funny.
I know. But they're like a super minority. Like, that's why people like Fuentes are so mad at Trump now, because they're like, oh, you sold out. You still love the Jews, even though we are supposed to hate the Jews. Like, yeah.
Trump is by far more pro-Jew than Kamala.
Yes, of course.
Like, literally. Like,
yeah.
Trump has come out saying, if I am president, basically day one, I will kill every Palestinian.
He moved the embassy to Jerusalem.
Yeah.
We were like, it was like us and
like
in Kosovo. I think we're the only 2 countries in the world that recognize that. Yeah.
So Trump is like insanely pro-Jewish. So it's not surprising to me that people like Shapiro and other like people that really value Jew shit still do it. They're scared.
No, these people have no values.
You put Shapiro on the same level as Ted Cruz?
No, I make him worse because he's smarter than Ted Cruz. He should know.
But you think that he would still...
He would simp for Donald Trump no matter what Donald Trump does.
Simp for him.
He has. He's simping. This is simping. Yes.
But yeah, but I'm saying he's simping because he believes, probably first and foremost, that Trump is better for Israel and Jews. I think that's his most important thing of everything.
Absolutely not.
He's a diaspora, and he lies.
Diasporans don't even care about Israel. He's only doing it because he runs the Daily Wire, because he's a Republican, and because he's obsessed with making his company money, which is fair. But when you're in political commentary, it's like pretty shitty. And that's it. Yeah.
Interesting. All right. All right.
This is the guy that when I debated, even a friendly debate, I was like, I had this whole line of argumentation for like, don't you guys think that you grade Trump on a curve? Like you're nicer to him than and as soon as I said that, he's like, oh yeah, we do. And then I got totally short circuit. I was like, oh.
Matt Walsh, Omega Cope.
Yeah, they're all coping pretty
good. This guy has a nice beard.
Yeah, I agree. Ironically, the moderators are winning this debate for Trump by being so insanely lopsided and biased against him. They are now the story of the night, which is a win for Trump.
That's Cope-alicious. Can we do that? Remember when we were kids, we had cool... So Awesome was new. We also had...
Oh, sorry, I forget. You were born in the 80s. Go ahead.
Oh, did you not watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
The second version.
The second version?
Yeah.
Was there a second version of it?
Yeah.
Well, so what else we had? We had Bodacious.
Yeah.
Awesome. I feel like there's other ones I'm missing right now. Fuck. Okay. Anyways.
Cowabunga.
Yes.
That was the big one.
No, there was another one that was even more. I'm not going to remember it until someone posts it. Tubular. Radical. Yes. We need to bring these back. Well, Radical's already. We are radical. Yes.
True.
All right. Okay. There's a reason no one ever put a child in her. Jesus.
Yeah, that's a really...
but this is the guy that pissed in his mouth.
Yeah, this guy is just weird and crazy and disgusting. Elon said something disgusting too. Bro, Republicans are just not on their A
game.
Did you see the Elon Musk tweet?
It's like, okay, Taylor.
I guess I'll fuck you. I'll come inside your pussy and put a baby in you and then protect your cats while I make you my 13th baby mama.
It's a little strange.
A little bit. Kind of fucking gross, but you know.
Have you ever thought about when people tell you that they're trying to have a baby? That's basically what they're saying. That's like the thing, you know.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Tell me about that one. No, tell the joke. Weve never heard that before.
Never heard it? You've never heard that before?
Tell us, what's that like, Dan?
Well, that's, you know what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's all. You know what you're saying. Oh, I know what you're up to then. All right.
Based.
Okay. Glenn Greenwald, Jewish last name. Take this with a grain of salt.
David Murray is criticizing and attacking Trump more than Kamala is. Kamala can relax because the ABC moderators,
triple quotations,
are handling the debate for her.
True. All right. It was a trap from the People's Pundit.
Chris and Susie should both be fired. Kind of hard to argue why at Cernovich and others weren't right all along. They either walked him into a trap or they were too weak to stop him. Either way, doesn't matter. Keep in mind that the trap is
a debate.
The trap is, holy shit, I didn't know they were going to ask him questions about abortion, immigration, and the economy. How could Trump have ever been prepared for those kinds of questions? Like, to be fair, there's no way. And Kamala had answers for all of these, so she must have been prepped ahead of time, right? They must have passed off the questions, because otherwise, how could you possibly imagine abortion, immigration, and the economy were things that were going to come up in the debate tonight? Yeah, I think somebody handed off the questions.
I was very disappointed that the CHIPS Act didn't come up. I think that we need to be funding more money to have U.S. homegrown production of, silicon. Here, chips, yeah. I think
I heard they were going to do it, but they need to award all those contracts to NVIDIA. And CrowdStrike needs to secure their facilities.
I think I would be okay with a CrowdStrike Intel collaboration where, we had something let's say $400 or $500 billion going to those two companies together, and they would just open up fabs and security shops in Arizona and Nevada. I think that's good.
Why do some people call it Nevada?
Nevada, you mean?
It's Nevada. It's weird, I know.
It's not Nevada.
It is Nevada.
It's Nevada.
It's Nevada.
Nevada.
There's a desire to call it.
You have to say it like a Valley girl.
I know, but it is Nevada. It's crazy.
Nah.
You know what the capital of Kentucky is?
Hold on. Can I guess what this is? Kentucky. I want my baby back. The capital of Kentucky. I can get this. It's
not the city I'm thinking of actually, but it's Frankfurt. But there's a city in Kentucky that people pronounce incorrectly a lot.
It's Frankfurt's the capital of Kentucky?
That's what people are typing in chat, so I guess.
I've never heard
But there's a city called...
Syracuse?
No, it's called... it's spelled
Louisville?
I think it's... Yeah. But it's pronounced Louisville.
Louisville.
Do you know that?
Oh, well, there's a lot of shit like that they had in Louisiana as well. That, if you pronounce it one way or the other, shit like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they're all just fucking retarded losers that just can't speak. In Louisiana, no one says oil. They say Earl. And they're not doing things. They're fixing to do things. It's not that they have a different way of speaking. They're just stupid. All of
Black
them.
people say fixing.
White people say fixing too.
Oh.
Jews say fixing too. And people in Louisiana say fixing.
Okay.
And it's the most fucking annoying thing ever.
You're not supposed to say the T in Toronto. Did you know that?
Which part of the...
Well, what did I just say?
So you're not supposed to say the T in Orano?
Well, you didn't say either T there.
You didn't specify which T.
I didn't say the second one, so I feel like it's implied.
Toronto. Apparently, Australians can't say no. Did you hear that?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I play Rust with the Australian. He can't say no. I thought it was a joke. It's not a joke. They can't.
It's not. That's why they have so much trouble prosecuting rape down there.
Well, they have trouble prosecuting all crimes down there, actually. It's nothing but criminals. What is the actual history of Australia? I mean, I know that Britain it was a penal colony initially. It's a very big land area for a penal colony.
That's not true.
It's not true?
No.
What part of it's not true?
It was never a penal colony. It was just an ordinary colony. They colonized it like they did other lands.
So why was there so many prisoners there?
There weren't. That's just a joke. Do you actually think that's true?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it is true, and you're trying to tell me.
Okay, look it up.
Okay, I think I'm right. In fact, $100 says that I'm right. Before we go,
no, I'm good.
That's what I thought. All that bluster. I don't even need to look it up because we both know I'm right. It is a country of prisoners, next prisoners, and whatnot. Okay, all right. What else do we got here? Dave Rubin soy posts through last night's debate. Have you talked with Dave Rubin before?
He unfortunately ran into me one time on Piers Morgan, and it was just an epic, fucking destructive beatdown. And he was reminded very quickly why he needs to run back to his corner and only do media when he's getting paid Russian money to do so. Wow, her name is Kamala Harris. I thought it was Cackley McCrockpot.
Oh my God. That is garbage engagement. That's Dan tier levels of engagement.
How much anybody's got over 1 million followers on his? I don't actually know. Click how many does he have on his account?
Holy shit! That's like if I make a tweet.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh my God.
For comparison, there's a way smaller account.
What was the name of it?
I think it's the Omni Liberal. Check out some engagement on some of these tweets. I don't even try when I tweet. I don't even try.
Oh my God, 58,000.
That's not my tweet, but
oh.
we were
a lot of retweets here.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, these don't really count. You know,
They
a lot
don't.
of retweets.
Are you okay? You stuck?
I mean, it's all you do is repost.
Well,
God,
find
you're a
original
fucking
tweets.
Content goblin.
Look, I'm not even trying here. That's like a 6 a.m. tweet. Look at that. Wait, is that an okay tweet to look at?
Trump threatens ABC.
Can you pause? What is this guy's face over here? Just look at this guy. He looks like he's truly regretting his life.
No, is he a Trump impersonator? Why is he so orange? Like, this guy is not orange. This guy is very, 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 very orange.
I think a lot of them started
After
doing
Trump.
the Trump, oranging it. Like, look, you can look at his hairline. Do you see where the orange is?
Where the orange stops. Bro, what are you doing?
I don't know why. Well, it's because they want to be like Trump. They all want to be like Trump.
Okay.
Yeah.
Play.
Because they're dishonest, and because I think ABC took a big hit last night. I mean,
Oh, a huge hit.
The news organization has to be licensed to do it. They ought to take away their license for the way they did that. Bloodbath was referring to the economy.
Just normal.
Everybody loved the term because as soon as they heard the word, it's sort of a vicious word. But referring to the economy, they have created an economy. Bloodbath was the word that I used. And it was fine in that context. And they were trying to make it sound like there was a riot or something, and it was a bloodbath. IVF, I was a leader on IEF. The IVF.
Oh my God, Trump was a leader of the IDF? This is the first I'm hearing about this.
Do you think Trump knows what IVF stands for?
In vitro fertilization? Is that it?
Yeah, that wasn't my question, but
No, I mean, I didn't know if I knew what it
you
stood
did.
for.
You got there.
Yeah.
It's a good freeze frame.
God, it's like 50% maybe that I think he knows what it stands for.
I don't think so.
Really?
I know he doesn't know what NATO stands for.
North American Treaty Organization?
Close enough.
Operation?
Atlantic, American, same thing.
Yeah.
It's all Americas at the end of the day.
It really is all America at the end of it. We are so good.
Well, we used to be.
No, we still are. I mean,
Okay.
do you ever see like some like f***ing cocked ass country with their f***ing shit tier military?
That's all of them.
That's all of them.
Yeah.
And then, like, the funny part is like sometimes you'll have people like Russia and they'll be like, we have hypersonic missile, go at speed, cannot be stopped. And it's probably like America is so far f***ing deep in your shit. It's like, yeah, we know. We literally sold you the technology to do it, and we can detonate it right in your asshole if we want to. I just feel like America is like, if there's orders of magnitude of military might, I just genuinely think we're like probably two levels.
Maybe America's tech is so good that he f***ed up and Donald Trump accidentally leaked that we really do have invisible planes that are actually invisible. They really are. And he wasn't supposed to say that. But
it would be
accidentally.
it would be a combination of being so based and so stupid at the same time. I don't know. Do you remember when this motherfucker said we were going to inject like sunshine and bleach into our veins?
He just said it was a thing to look into. Conservatives get real mad when you misquote him on that.
Sorry.
They get real mad.
That we should look into.
He said we should just look into it. He wasn't saying inject yourself with bleach. He's just saying you could, and he didn't say bleach, he said disinfectant, but he just said we could look into that. And then he asked the lady next to him, he's like, we can look into that, right? So it was a responsible step. Like when he inquired about nuking hurricanes, it was he's just asking questions, okay?
That is an interesting question to ask. Can we nuke a hurricane?
Probably.
I think we probably could, right?
Apparently I thought that weather seeding was a meme, but apparently they already do that in like Dubai and shit.
Yeah, I think they do to get more rainfall, right?
I think so, yeah.
It's some shit, but it's like chemicals that like induce more seeding, I think, is releasing like a spray of chemicals that induce clouds, right? That's what it does. It's like something that probably causes, I don't know. I dropped out of high school. Okay. What's next? Trump demands second debate be hosted by Hannity. Oh,
finally a fair and impartial platform.
I would go with Tucker Carlson.
October 9th in Arizona.
No. I'd love to have somebody else other than Martha and Brett. I'd love to have, frankly, Sean or Jesse or Laura. Somebody else. Let's give other people a shot. But I didn't think Martha and Brett were good last night.
Dude, this dude is super orange.
That's why he's uncomfortable. It's leaking into his like bloodstream.
Oh my God. You remember fucking Giuliani in the presser leaking his hair
Bro,
dye?
have you seen the fucking Always Sunny in Philadelphia clip?
My work was about to be in a national spotlight. Funny thing about the spotlight, though, sometimes it burns too bright.
Oh my God.
And that was the moment I knew it was coming to an end. I got sloppy, started cutting corners using American motor oil. And to top it off, my guy didn't win the election.
Oh,
The whole thing
God.
was a fiasco. I blame myself.
Man.
Where can I just find that press conference? I can't believe it.
4 seasons, total
Like, who even, like, what was the... It has to have been intentional, right?
No, it wasn't.
Then
What happened was that they called someone. They said, hey, someone said, hey, let's get it at the 4 seasons. Let's do a presser. And then some apprentice was tasked with that. And they called the only 4 seasons and said, hey, can we do a media thing at your thing? And they're like, well, we don't really do that.
No,
here.
yeah, but I mean, like, just like imagine everything, like imagine what's happening in the multiple stages of conversation. So I imagine it was probably some staffer, right?
Yep.
So he Googles and looks up
4
seasons. Okay. Yep. So the first thing should have been that he sees it's like 4 seasons landscaping or something else.
He may be like,
wait, that's the number. That's just one.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. What?
He may be Mr. Mooten, and he might not even know what the 4 season is.
No, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. This should have been the first thing. But maybe, you're right. Maybe he didn't know. Okay. That should have been number 1. Number 2 should be, my guess is if you look at this place on a map, probably not a place you would expect a hotel to be. It's probably in the middle of like, you know how there are like I don't know how to...
This is all coming back to assuming that the apprentice, the intern, knew what a 4 seasons was. He was just told, get us a spot at the 4 seasons.
That's fine. But so let's assume that he doesn't know what that is. Okay.
Okay.
So he doesn't know what any of this is.
Mr. Mooten.
Okay. I don't think Mr. Mooten would f this bad. But then also, okay, so not only is he looking at the thing, it's not in a place where you would have a hotel or any type of, it's probably in an industrial, like a commercial or whatever.
Industrial?
What do you call the places
Industrial?
what do you call the place with like the
Industrial
rows
park.
of like warehouses?
Industrial park.
Is that, yeah. It's probably there. Okay. Okay, but then also 4, the person on the phone, they must get like calls for people making this mistake, right?
Mm-hmm.
They must get calls where people are like, hey, is this a 4? And they're like, oh, like, you know, you messed up. It's a total seasons or whatever landscaping. Like, we're not actually a 4 seasons, right?
Okay.
So nobody on their end called that out. When he starts saying, we want to do a press conference, they're not thinking like, well, we're a landscaping company, so I don't really think we can accommodate you. No, they were like, well, we can make it work. And then in all of this being passed around to anybody, nobody at any, there's like 20 different layers.
Let me give you a different way. Okay, let's do the call. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. We're going to do the call, and you're going to be 4 seasons total landscaping, and I'm going to be...
Gotcha. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. Holding.
Wait.
Hello?
Yeah, is this the 4 seasons? Hello, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I just asked you a fucking question. Let's do this again.
Hey, if you want to see the full episode of this, go to patreon.com/anything else for great content like this and more.
Yeah, you're missing 2 hours, dumbass.
Maybe.
This is only 1 hour. There's 2 hours more.
We have no idea how many hours.
All right, hold on.
Hello.
Yeah, is this the 4 seasons?
We're 4 seasons landscaping, but
That's really what you're going to say when you answer the fucking phone?
we're not the 4 seasons.
Sorry.
What? Okay, sorry. No. Hang it up. Do it again. Hello, this is Total Seasons, a company for all your landscaping needs. What can I help you with?
Hi, I'm calling from future president, amazing Trump's. Was he already president? I don't remember. Was he running for re-election here?
Sir, are you okay?
So I'm asking.
It sounds like you're not talking
I
to me
don't
right now. You want
remember.
to call me back when you know what you what you want to talk about?
No, was he running? This is like all blends to me. Was he already president or was he about to be president?
He was running for president.
He had not been president yet.
He was running for re-election.
Oh, for re-election. Okay. Sorry. Hi, I'm calling from the office of President Donald Trump.
My goodness. Well, we're huge fans. I'm not really sure how we can help you, but what can I help you with?
Donald Trump has chosen your establishment as the place that he is going to make a huge announcement. He values American business, and he knows that your location would be perfect for him to do this.
I'm just honored. I can't believe it.
Great.
What can we do to make it?
I'm going to have one of our associates reach out to you directly. We're thinking about May 15th at 5 p.m. We'll be there. Listen, don't do anything out of the normal. Okay. All this will be cleared with Secret Service. And thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you so much. We're honored to serve.
Click. That's how it happened. Just like that.
Okay.
Okay. That's what happened. All right. And then this. Wait, was he oranged here too?
They're all kind of orange, you know.
So they all oranged themselves like the cult of Trump.
They did indeed. They oranged themselves up.
How do you feel about the night? 105 minutes long. You've done this before. I think your 8th one. What is your review of your performance?
Well, I looked at the poll numbers. I listened to Harold Ford. I don't know what he was watching because I think he wasn't watching the debate that I was in yesterday. I think we did great. It was 3-1. It was a rigged deal, as I assumed it would be, because when you looked at the fact that they were correcting everything and not correcting with her, and we knew it when it was 100% good coverage for her over the last month or last year. I looked at it and only bad coverage of me, no matter what. The press is so dishonest in this country, it's amazing. Now, I didn't mind because, frankly, I knew I was pretty sure that's what they would do. CNN was much more honorable. The debate we had with Biden was a much more honorably run debate, but this was incredible. I mean, everything, so many things I said were debunked, totally debunked, like Charlottesville, I have a list of 7 different things. And she could say anything she wanted, everything. Every time I spoke, and my stuff was right, they'd correct you. I thought it was terrible from the standpoint of ABC. They're the most dishonest, in my opinion, the most dishonest news organization. And that's saying a lot because they're all essentially really dishonest. But I thought I did a great job. It was 3-on-1, and I thought I did a great job. Now,
this guy is f***ing cooked, okay? That's what you would say in Rust. You would say, this dude is...
He is pretty cooked, yeah.
He is f***ing cooked.
I agree.
Like, when you're out there rambling about the f***ing press, like, giving about... Like, just, dude, he just sounds like such a f***ing loser right now. Like...
He sounded like a loser for 4 years.
No, but he really sounds like a loser right now, like bitching and moaning.
I mean, it's like the line.
It's like, it's unfair. It's 3v1 and they're doing, it's like, oh, wow.
It's the 5G. They're all on
rock hard for President Trump right now.
They all got the same orders, though. Every single person's been repeating this line. It was 3-on-1, 3-on-1. Yeah, they're retarded.
Yeah.
Also, apparently they did mean to book a landscaping company. It was somebody else. There was a garbled game of telephone.
Why would they mean to book a landscaping company?
Because it's Pennsylvania and it's like the Rust Belt and it was close to the interstate. So they're like, oh, let's book a landscaping company. But then when they heard what it was called, somebody assumed, oh, 4 Seasons. We must have gone to a 4 Seasons. So it was like a up miscommunication. But they wanted to book a landscaping company and this was like a good location. So.
No way. Don't believe it.
I believe it.
You believe that they wanted to book a fucking industrial park landscaping company?
I believe that.
Show me one other presser that was done in a thing like that.
Don't people do press conferences out? Like, here's a local business that we're doing a press conference in front of.
And you think that this is what that was?
I think that that's way more likely than however many people were in charge of booking this event, like ended up missing.
I don't care how much fake news I have to absorb through my blood. I will believe this before I believe Trump thought that planes were invisible.
I mean, that's not really surprising considering that you seem to think also that Alito intended to have that flag up because you don't understand.
I saw that. I saw your thing with that guy today.
Yeah.
What is... So he's not like a Republican, right?
Who?
Wick?
No. Some people are...
So he's just retarded, or?
No, I think there's a few things going on. One is that people, and I did this to some extent, Adam and Sitch do this way too much. I think Wick tries. He's not a bad guy, but I think some people try really, really, really hard to be fair to Republicans.
I don't think that's what
it's really hard. But also there's a second thing going on that I think a lot of people don't understand. It's kind of weird because I'm the most don't give a fuck about relationships or marriage person in the world, but it seems strange that people don't seem to understand that in a conventional marriage, I think that people think it's just like dating somebody on MySpace or something. Like in a conventional marriage, you are one unit.
Yes.
You're a team, and you also represent each other and each other's reputations.
Yes.
And a household represents like the combined aspirations and beliefs generally of both people. And the idea that of this like wife or husband being these totally independent separate characters, I just like, there might be some people that do that. Like I would live a life like that because I don't give a but generally when people are married and in most conventional marriages, and actually even for me, if I had a wife that was going out there saying like crazy shit that was like destroying my reputation that like we didn't talk about, that would, even for me, that would be a huge problem. And especially for not a lawyer, not a district attorney, not an attorney general, not a federal judge, a Supreme Court justice.
The highest of the high.
The highest of the high.
Top of the tippity.
Yeah. For that to be like, she was just doing this meme thing. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of, yeah.
Yeah, they're all retarded. There's no way. There's no way to. You know, I put this back before. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with so much of debating. At the end of the day, it comes down to what would reasonable people assume. And there's too many people, the Piscos and the Wicks and all these other people of the world, and they like to get in there and they like to get in the weeds and be like, well, technically, there's a possibility that actually it could be like this. Yeah, technically, we could be in an infinity stone moment, okay, in a time warp, and none of this is it. That is possible. It is possible, okay? It is not likely, but it is possible that I'm your father, okay? Do you agree that it's possible that I'm your father?
Possible, yeah.
It is possible.
It is possible.
Possible.
People think that, like, it's so funny because in ordinary life and in every single part of your life, you never, even in civil court, you don't operate off of these standards ever.
Never.
Ever. No other part of your life would. And even in criminal court, like, it feels like if you got the right Twitch debater on criminal court, they'd be like, well, is it possible that somebody took over this guy's mind who is like a satanic demon and mind controlled him for long? I mean, like, it's not impossible, right? Like,
it's not impossible.
There was the evidence that he worshipped Satan when he was 6 years old. Yeah. And it's like, what are we talking about right now? What are we doing here? Like, you would never, ever make this.
All these people, they never want to go back to the simple thing, like beyond a reasonable doubt. Beyond a reasonable doubt is that I'm your father. No, that is beyond reasonable. Nobody believes that. Okay. I'm not your dad. Okay. We're not.
And there is, in a lot of criminal, there is like a reasonable person standard. Like, what would a reasonable person feel here? And that standard is never like, well, is there any possibility whatsoever? Is there even a 0.1% chance? And it's like, no. We're not talking about that.
I mean, maybe these people have just never been in a relationship or something before.
Wow. That's a unnecessary personal attack.
To that level. I mean, I've been married for a long time. You've been in long-term relationships before. The idea that you would come home and there would be a flag that is like career ending for you type of thing. And you'd be like, you know what? I'm just going to leave that there. Hey, babe, I noticed there's a flag up there. You want to talk about that? Is that, you know what? I'm a little busy today. Let's talk tomorrow. Or actually, you know what? Tomorrow I'm busy. I'm swamped. Let's do Saturday instead. You know, like in a real relationship, what happens? I can tell you what happens.
That woman's getting the shit beat out of her.
You're walking in the door. You see the flag. First thing you're doing is you're turning the fuck around and ripping down that flag. Okay, then you're opening the door and saying, hey, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? Do you know what I do for a living? Hey, do you think that I'm still in college? Do you think I'm working at Applebee's? No, I'm a Supreme Court justice, you dumb fucking bitch. What the fuck are you doing? But that didn't happen because they're on the same fucking page. And anyone who thinks differently is actually retarded.
If he pushed back, you know what?
What?
I'll be charitable.
I'll
be charitable. I bet he did push back. You know what? I bet he got home and I bet he was like, we're going to get in trouble if they catch us with that flag out there. You know that, right? And she's like, yeah, but come on. And he's like, okay, yeah.
Of course.
Take it down in like a few days.
And now, I'm not saying that he planned it to be up, but I'm saying that he didn't give a fuck. And he was like, I'll just blame it on you. I don't care. It's fine. No big deal.
Based.
Yeah. So that's basically how it was. All right. Here we go. Down the list. Trump refuses second debate. Chrome.exe. Okay. Click. Oh, Truth Social. These guys got...
Imagine naming your platform Truth.
It's like that you're just... That's how you know this is the lying platform.
kill me. If I ever make a show called like the Logic Hour, the Truth Weekly
with Destiny,
Facts with Destiny,
Facts don't care about your feelings.
True.com
or Adjudicated, but that's a good name for a show.
Well, that doesn't have logic or truth.
It doesn't. It's just judgment.
True.
I didn't like the latest Judge Dredd movie.
The one in like
the newest one.
The 10-year-old one?
Is it really? Oh my God, don't tell me it's 10 years old. The one with like, they were doing drugs in a skyscraper or something.
Yeah. When did that come out? I'm sorry, 12 years old. It was a good movie.
I thought it was okay.
You're not.
12 years ago?
That movie's older than half the people in chat right now.
Fuck me. Wait, why is this? Why is the boys guy here?
Wait.
No.
You didn't know?
You didn't know?
Yeah, of course.
No.
He's Judge Dredd.
You did not know that either. Don't lie.
Is it Carl Urban? Is that the guy's name?
I know you know his name.
Yes, he's Dredd. He's Judge Dredd.
You didn't know.
Okay.
You knew?
Yeah.
Swear on Nathan's life.
I don't even believe in shit like that. So yeah. But I mean, I would do it no matter what to win the argument with you.
How can I do this? Swear on the fact that I won't find a historical clip of you not knowing who Dredd is.
Pretty sure I found this out on stream like in 2016. I was like, wait, that's the same guy? Somebody in chat, there's at least one old fan that remembers it. Yeah. I didn't know initially, but yeah. Like,
okay, well, if you didn't know initially, that counts because I didn't know initially either.
Okay.
Wow. What do you think about The Boys and how it's going and everything?
I didn't watch season 4. I think conservatives like just figured out that they're being satirized though, so they're like really ass pained about it.
Who's the good-looking one that like doesn't really have any superpowers, but it's like a podcast host? What's the name of her? It's like Firecracker. Is that it?
You mean the Nazi girl?
No, she was hot, by the way.
Okay.
Firecracker.
Her name was Firecracker. Yes.
What's the name of the show again?
The Boys.
The Boys. Yes.
15 years old. What the fuck, Dan?
What? No.
Why does it say 15 years old, Dan? What were you searching for? Click this. Click. What is that? What is that there, Dan?
This is your computer, by the way.
That's your laptop. Nice try, Dan.
It was reformatted.
Remember earlier when you were like, no problems with this one because it's my
let's
computer?
see the Firecracker reveal.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna do this.
Click
all the nice.
Control F. 15 year. I just want to know why. So Firecracker was a 28-year-old Christian camp counselor tasked with guiding children and ensuring their safety. She uses this position to groom a 15-year-old boy. She raped him in the proceeds,
and then proceeds.
Oh, in the proceeds.
Well, kind of crazy that those are the same word. I didn't know that.
Proceeds.
We're going to donate the proceeds, but also like let's proceed to do this thing. Those are the same. They're all the same, but it's like they're totally different words, right?
To donate the proceeds.
What do you call words that are like homonyms, but they're like the same word? It's even spelled the same.
I don't know.
What's the name for that?
I said I don't know.
Well, chat will tell us. Oh no, wait, it's spelled differently.
A homophone. That's what you are when you pick up Hey, Steve, I see.
It's only a homophone when I pick it up when you call, Dan.
It's only a homophone whenever you hold it. All right.
Yeah, because the only body that calls my phone is you.
What? I don't call your phone.
You do. You call. You ring.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck do you want?
You need to.
And you're like,
as a favorite. Because when you're on D&D, there's moments where Steve's life is falling apart.
In the world of boxing or UFC, when a fighter gets beaten or knocked out, they get up and scream, "I demand a rematch! I demand a rematch!" Well, it's no different with Dan on anything else. She was beaten badly last night.
It's different.
Every poll has us winning. In one case, 92-8.
Damn.
So why would I do a rematch? He'll do a rematch. If he's down in the polls, he'll do a rematch.
Maybe Kamala. Maybe she won't do a rematch. Nothing to lose, everything to gain.
She will.
Okay. Sneeko versus Fresh. Actually, you know what? Slap this. Oh, I can't do that. I can't slap that mic to the side. I was about to slap that mic to the side.
Yeah.
How do you feel about... Okay. How do I put this?
Oh!
What?
While you're thinking of this, we got a... Oh, wait, never mind. Go ahead. We got a fresh clip.
No, I feel we should pull up the fresh clip. Actually, I don't want to cause any...
Wait, between who?
Nothing.
No, you have to say it now.
Well, let's click this link.
Wait, no, you're gonna forget what you were gonna say.
Why would you want me to cause drama for you?
I like drama. I haven't had any in so long. I'm hungry for it. Go. What is it?
No, but what about if it's with people that like
with who? Drama with who?
You know?
Oh no, that's okay. We respect each other as colleagues, but we respect the fight.
Okay. Play.
No, what were you gonna say?
Okay. I feel like some of the shit he did is a little bit wild. It's a little hard to remain friendly with
some of the shit he's done. Insanely wild shit. Their whole stream with against ABBA and Preach was like literal KKK racism shit.
Yeah. I guess the question to you, sir, is with these JLP type people, like, so Jesse Lee Peterson, amazing, that guy.
He just doesn't come off to me as a guy.
I don't know why that did. Sorry, go ahead.
He's not a good person, right?
Who, Myron?
Myron or JLP?
JLP is like, I don't know if there's enough of a person there to criticize. Myron has good traits and bad traits collectively. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know him that well personally.
I don't think JLP is a good person. I know you're probably just thinking he's like a fucking living being.
JLP,
you think he's too stupid to be like.
Well, no, like sincerely, like he might actually be like super nice to everybody in his personal life, and he might like pay them well and do all that shit. He might be. I don't know.
But
his views are insane. Yes,
they're horrid, right?
Like he have like that whole Bond of New Destiny, like that whole org or whatever that he runs for. I don't know what he does with it, but
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's like some huge charity religious org that he's run for like 40 years or something.
I have no idea.
Okay,
what that is. So what about with Myron? So with Myron, recently, what did he do? He attacked Botez?
He attacks everybody.
Okay, but specifically, he attacked Botez and said, basically, you're a whore.
Yep.
For being in revealing clothing in the desert.
Yep.
That's a little. The thing is, I feel like if I did something wild like that, I don't know. I would expect you to roast me. I'd feel ashamed if you didn't, if you gave me the kid gloves, like.
Yeah, but we're pretty close.
You're pretty close.
We
to
do
Myron,
friendly
though, too.
shows. Not really.
You don't think so?
I think that when I tell people, like, I have a lot of respect for a guy because he doesn't backstab me. People are like, oh my God, you're like close. Like, I think I've done 2 shows with Myron in the past 12 months.
Oh, really? That's it?
I'm not. Yeah, people. I don't think we ever personally talk like ever.
Fuck me. Time, I feels, is going by very quickly. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I think the comment I said the comments about this were pretty gross. Like,
it's just, what is the point of saying that? Like, I understand.
Because they probably hate women.
Is it really what it is? Like, I understand. Listen, the red pill thing, I get it, right? Like, it's like part of it resonates and makes sense. Be a man, okay? That part I get. Okay. Know how to fix something. Know how to change the oil on your generator. Know how to go out and fix your car. Work with electrical shit. Be a man. Get shit done. Provide. Get stuff done. But at what point did that turn from like being a provider and being able to do things to like you're a whore?
Because you have to be able to blame everybody else. That's part of the narrative for why men are is because of women. Because women are whores. Because the 80% are with the 20%, and they don't have to try or do anything in life because they get everything for free because they're pretty. And like that's men have to chase and do all the work, and women do nothing. It explains the world. If you're a guy and you're not talking to women, it gives you a good like external enemy to blame. You've got an ideology, feminism. You've got people, women. It sets everything up really easily for you. Yeah.
It just seems so cruel, and also like just not like they don't want women doctors either, right? From
it's super. Yeah, it's not only cruel, it's also really disgusting. Yeah, like sex is like a zero-sum game. Like they're literally like they say that if a woman has had like multiple partners, she's like disgusting and horrible, and you should never be with her. But then they also advocate to go out and f women. So you're literally advocating for people to go out and destroy like women as you're also trying to settle down with a virgin. Like all of it is retarded as yeah.
Yeah, it seems very strange. Like the whole. I don't know. Also, unrelated to this, what happened to Zerka? I haven't seen him in a while. Where is he?
I don't know. Open a stream of mine from a year and a half ago, and you'll know exactly what happened to Zerka. I said that he has no discipline. He needs a manager to control him. He is way too much a slave to girls and drugs, and he can't maintain any relationships. He can't maintain like professional relationships. He can't maintain any schedules or do content. He crashed out hard. I think he got into fights in the U.S. Supposedly, like I've heard this, but I haven't seen a warrant or anything. I've heard that he can't come back to the U.S. because he got in trouble because of that fight. That there's a warrant for him, but I think he's been back in the U.S. So who the knows?
Does he still stream?
No, I don't think he does anything. He probably has some money, maybe some money saved up. He probably begs some people for money and like crashes with girls.
When's the last time he's been on stream?
I don't know. Look it up.
Well, there you go.
Is he unbanned from Twitch?
I have no idea.
Oh, wait. That was the last thing that happened.
What?
He got permabanned from Kick with Heel Mike when they were bragging about fucking that 16-year-old.
Interesting. So that was it. So he can't stream anymore. Well, Rumble, the free speech network.
The free speech network, true.
Oh, man. Rumble. That's a fucking... I wish this was a financial show.
Let's watch what Dave Smith had to say on Fresh and Fit.
He just doesn't come off to me as a guy who is genuine. He comes off to me as a guy who's trying to like win the next round in a tennis match and trying to like outsmart you with this latest thing that he's said, none of which I find to be particularly smart. It's fine. I think he's been lobbying to debate me forever. I think I agreed to debate him once, and then the people setting it up wanted me to switch the debate, so I switched it.
Talking about you?
I don't know. I'm very unimpressed by him, and I just don't like what he does. So I'd kind of like to just not be around it, if that makes sense.
Oh, he's the pussy.
This guy derailed my whole.
Oh, sorry. I can't. My pause button.
Thoughts on Andrew Tate?
You know,
who is this guy?
Dave Smith. For some reason, Joe Rogan like swallows this dude's loads all day.
Who the fuck is he?
Dave Smith. He's a hack comedian who goes around and he's supposed to be like the smartest guy in the Joe Rogan orbit, but he's just some retard that has memorized a couple facts and he's just a dipshit. He didn't want to waste time with me because he felt like I was too much of a debate bro, but instead he argued with Vosh and Andrew Wilson.
Really?
Yeah.
Not good. Not a good look.
Wait, hold on. 7 seconds more. I'm just curious what else.
Okay.
You know, honestly, I don't know enough about Andrew Tate to really have an opinion on him.
Of course you don't. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't know enough about Andrew Tate either. What was the nuke that was dropped on this guy, by the way? It was something, right?
Nothing. People just like keep re-releasing the same fucking parts from his indictment like over and over again, like it's some huge deal. So it's the same like 3 victims they get talked about.
Fucking arrest this motherfucker.
Didn't they just arrest him? I think they finally arrested him.
When are they gonna like put him in court?
Trial? Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully soon. But yeah, because I feel
Romania is
edged on this.
This is like the kangaroo court. Like you're cucking yourself. Fucking piss or get off the pot. At this point, I'm with you. I think he's a bad dude, but you need to get your shit together because this is making you guys look like amateur hour. It's taking you 6 years
to
get a like case together. Romania seems awesome to do crimes in, by the way. Apparently, you can
go over there and say that's what the Tates were saying.
Yeah, like it literally seems amazing. Like they can't even prosecute this dude. There's clips of this guy being like, I want a 15-year-old, and he's getting away with it. Like Romania is the place to go if you want to be a criminal. Because the prosecutors are incompetent, and you can buy them off.
True.
And
it's Romania.
And it's Romania. The only downside, I'm going to tell you this, just in case you're thinking about going to Romania, is it is Romania. So at the end of the day...
What's wrong with Romania?
Well, there's Romanians there. You know, Rumble has like a multi-billion dollar valuation. Not million, billion.
I don't know if... Oh, wait, is it publicly traded?
Yes.
Well, careful.
1.47 billion with a B.
Yeah, but I don't know how much of that is with the content stuff versus just the server stuff. Like, I don't know how much of that is in assets and data stuff they do.
Man.
What?
This shit is like...
It's like what?
Rumble earnings.
Wait, let's guess. How much money do you think they earn? Well, here's the thing is, do you know how much they do on like the server? Because aren't they also like a mini AWS competitor in the back? What do you mean no? Like they don't sell servers?
Like they fucking jerk their dicks off imagining they are, but no. Third quarter earnings. If I had to guess,
I got a number in mind. Let me know when you're ready. We'll say it at the same time.
I'm thinking. This is everything. This is not just their...
1 quarter. Let me know when you're ready.
1 quarter. 8 million in gross revenue.
Wow. Okay. My guess was 100 million.
You think they did $100 million?
The only reason why I think that, but this is where it gets hard. There's 2 things that make this really hard. Is that one, I don't know how many of the viewers are real, because if they're real, then at least their top talent gets a lot, because they have a lot of crazy people on, like Russell Brand and people are on there exclusively. And 2, they sell a lot of the crazy ads, like the supplements and shit. So I don't know if they make bank from that type of ad, but that's my guess. I'll say 100 million. It can't be 8 million though. That's way too low. It's at least 50. Oh my God.
Oh my God. They are that bad. Hey, but it increased to 18 million. Poggers. Compared to 11 million from the third quarter of last year. Damn.
What is the valuation on then?
1 point.
No. What is it? Why does it trade for so much? Where is this?
Probably because people are like dick sucking free speech platforms. The same reason that Truth Social is worth more than this, I believe. And they have literally no earnings. Oh God, what's the name of it? It's DJT, right? DJT stock. Okay, this company is $3.34 billion valuation, and I think they did $5 million.
I think it might have been less. Their earnings were crazy. It might have been in the hundreds of thousands. Can you look it up? This one was wild as holy shit. I think, wasn't the joke?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Because the joke was that I made more money. Oh, no, this is for a quarter.
Yeah.
But still,
No, you did make more money in a quarter than them.
I don't make quite that much.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Combined, we did.
Okay.
Right? That's fair. There we go. We are... If you invest in Dan and Destiny Incorporated, you will make more gross profits than Trump Media and Technology Group Corporation.
Not even profits. Revenue.
Yeah, gross revenue.
That's insane.
That's wild.
I don't even know what is their user base? How many users do they have on that platform?
I'll tell you this. I'm trying to advertise Redact on there, and there's not a lot of competition. It's the Wild West, baby. The world is my oyster where I want my ads to appear. Let's just say that Apple and NBC, they're not out there bidding up my ad space, okay? We can be where we want to be, okay?
Well, how many users do they have on that site?
What's that?
How many users do they have on that site?
DJT users. Okay. Let's see. But I mean, you're never going to be able to trust this, right?
Well, I think you can. You have to, right?
Well, no, because they can do Rumble shit. Like, it's very frisky on what you can count as an active user.
Well, that's for like a concurrent viewer, right? But like in terms of people signing up, I think you have to be pretty honest on that, right? There's probably harder metrics for that.
I don't know. I mean, because then you can charge bots and things like that. 76,000 daily users.
Jesus Christ.
That is pathetic, by the way, if anyone's like really excited about this right now. Interesting topic for you, unrelated to this.
Wait.
What? Actually, we can continue here. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Cake in chat. How many daily active users did DGG have?
It's not 76,000.
Probably not, but I do you think it's at least 10K?
Yeah,
for
sure.
Daily active users. How much was it last night?
What are you counting as a DAU? Are you counting just as a visit to your homepage?
Yeah, just like a hit to any part of my homepage.
Well, then
wait, Cake, don't post it in chat though. Hold on. I don't need these guys getting top secret.
I would guess. I would say like in the 20 to 30K is my guess of the Google Analytics number.
The Google Analytics number.
That's what you're looking for here. The highest number. That's the same one they're going to be reporting. You are high, Dan? I bet I'm right. It's probably 20 to 30K of people that are coming to DGG. I mean, right now, maybe I could be high. It's over 10K for sure.
Hold on, we're getting it. It's about to come in.
That's what she said.
That's unbelievable.
I like how Dan just leaks important business shit for no reason. You dumb forethought, thinking I know anything about business whatsoever right now.
It was 1.1K to the wiki, and to the whole site it was 29K about.
Suck my Forethought, your boss master just told you what the real number was. What do you have to say now? Walk it back. Walk it the back, Forethought. What are you going to say now? Oh, well, technically it's different when he does it because it's his site and he can do it. Yeah. Reddit janitor, sit the down. You better watch out or I'm going to take out you and Dr. K at the same time with logic and reason. What'd you say? How much to the site? 27K?
Cake said that's plausible numbers, not Google Analytics.
That's even better.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
So you're half a Truth Social. I mean, realistically speaking, though, how would your life change? Let's say I just gave you $100 million tomorrow, tax-free. Like I pay the taxes on it. It's like, I'm just going to give you 130 million just to make this.
Thanks so much. Yeah.
You're welcome. What are you doing?
I would buy a $90 million super yacht.
And then what?
And then sail the world for 2 months.
What would you actually do? It's like a complicated actual question to think about for a second. Like, imagine you actually woke up tomorrow with $100 million. The answer that a lot of people, I mean, I've thought about this.
I would go ahead and buy that BMW, the 250K.
No, I know you. I mean, you would. The normie answer a lot of people do is like, I'd buy a really nice house and a really nice car. But what comes next? Like,
I'd probably just do the same thing I do right now.
I feel like the answer is that also, but I feel like
I would troll a lot more with my money. I would want there to be like a DGG police car, like in Atlanta. I would pay for the labeling. Like instead of doing the dono to the police department, I would buy a squad mobile.
I understand these logics, but I feel like at a certain point, you feel like you have a certain level of responsibility to do something.
You know what?
What?
You know what the fuck I would do?
What?
I would mass produce Kevlar vests for gangsters. So that if they still do their drug shit, that's not good and that's bad, but at least there'd be less deaths from gun violence because they would take some of the shots and be okay. But the vests would have exploding paint, like when you shoplift stuff, so that you would go to the hospital and then they'd arrest you for being in a drug shooting.
I think they already arrest you when you get shot.
Yeah, but at least now you would be dead. You'd be alive, so you could have a future.
I think it really, 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 really hurts to get shot with a vest.
Yeah, but it's probably better than getting shot without one.
Yeah, probably. You know, I said this before. I just gave you the hypothetical about 100 million, and you answered that, and you said you'd troll a lot more. Now I want you to take another step back. Okay? Are you stepping back and thinking?
I'm stepping back.
I want you to really engage with us for a second. $45 billion. $44 billion. What would you do?
That's like a whole... I
understand.
To have more than $1 billion, I imagine I'd probably identify some problem that is incredibly personal to me, and I'd probably try to figure out a way to deploy that money to like make tangible efforts towards fixing that problem.
I think $44 billion is wild. That amount of money. I feel like it almost becomes a job to have that much money, like a social responsibility.
Yeah, of course. That's how I feel about my debate skills.
Then why you do so bad lately?
I don't.
Yeah? Okay.
I'm just a kung fu master.
Effective altruism? Where would you focus?
Where would I focus if I was investing money?
44 billion.
Maybe I would be one of those guys that's obsessed with like never dying.
That is smart.
There are people that I'd probably throw some money at that.
There's a lot of people that throw some money at that.
I don't want to be I feel like I'm really scared. You should be even more scared.
Why?
That we're like right on the cusp of the people that are going to miss immortality for rich people.
No, we're going to get there.
I feel like we might be close to it. Maybe.
Yeah.
But that's just because I see TikTok ads for people saying they are, but maybe we're not. But I worry that like we're going to be like 84 on our deathbed, or it's going to be like, we're going to be like 84 and then you'll be 97. And then they'll be like, we figured it out, but unfortunately all we can do is freeze you at your current age. And then I'm going to be like, oh, I'm 84.
Yeah, but we can be like cool.
No, it won't be cool. And you'll have like back pain and it'll be like, well, I'm immortal, but it like sucks.
Maybe
it's like a shitty immortality.
No, they can't. Maybe it like makes you younger a little bit.
It wouldn't. Your life would just be shitty and weird.
I mean, if it keeps you from dying, when you die, it's like your shit starts getting cooked. So this stops your shit from getting cooked by producing more of the things that were getting cooked. So you would like Benjamin Button a little bit.
Maybe.
Right? I said it before, there's either you can do the altruism shit like you, or you could actually be like a James Bond villain. It's super compelling, I think, to do that.
I've had too many shitty nights. I think it's because I've been reading too much like court shit.
Yeah.
I've had too many shitty nightmares where I do a crime and then I end up like getting caught and I'm like, fuck, and my life is like actually over. I'm like, I fucked up so bad. Why did I do this?
You know, why is Elon Musk not afraid? Like right now, he's going after, forget everyone in the US. He's like basically like challenging the president of Brazil, right?
I think unfortunately, I think the world is just a lot more boring than people think it is.
Really?
There's probably not all these crazy hitmen. Because if that was true, who would ever be like a billionaire? Like that would just never be possible, right?
Why?
Because everybody would be out to like do a hit or get you or like steal from you, or it would just be like,
or Venezuela, not Brazil. Okay. Yeah. Like he's challenging this dude who probably has more money than him by nature of being a dictator of an entire country. More agents that are probably infiltrated into the United States. It seems like
Brazil?
Venezuela.
Oh, Venezuela.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought he got banned from... Did he get banned from Venezuela? I thought it was Brazil.
I thought it was Brazil too, but someone's saying Venezuela. No, it was Brazil. Fuck you guys.
He would have to be really careful if he goes down there, though. Because in Brazil, they have...
People are saying Lula is not a dictator. He's just retarded.
Oh, well, there you go.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'd be nervous about, like, I feel like if you start fucking with dictators, like, they're not bound by your rules. They can...
I don't think they do. Like, even Putin, I don't think generally does, except to, like, his own people. Like, if you're Russian and you go around the world, he'll find you and kill you. But, like, for Americans, I don't think they're...
I mean, it depends how much you piss them off, right?
I don't think, unless you're like a direct threat to the stability of the country. I don't like if you're like if you were like Zelensky, I'd be worried. Or if you're like the leader of fucking Georgia.
Why hasn't he taken out Zelensky? How is Ukraine even fucking remotely hanging on? That's what I don't understand. I mean, this is a question that should have been for Dylan Burns. Like Ukraine, it just I don't get it at all. The only way it makes sense is that Russia is nowhere near as poggers as people think it is.
I think that's
actually it.
I think that's what we found out in like 2 weeks. Yeah.
Here's a fact for you. I think Pennsylvania could destroy Russia and Ukraine and Poland by itself. Just Pennsylvania. Maybe throw Ohio in there also. The two of them together. And like those two, like that's it. You're done. You're coming after Pennsylvania and Ohio? Do you know who the you're dealing with? Like, I think those two states below would like just dominate.
It might also be the case that maybe, here's a question. I don't actually know the answer to this. Maybe there's never been like an equal war where like both sides are equally competent. Or when they are, that's when like all the crazy amounts of like the tens of millions of soldiers died, like World War II, when both sides are like equally powered. Because sometimes you see people that have like, they seem to be winning these overwhelming battles, but it's just because their enemy is incredibly incompetent. Like Israel did a lot of good shit for their military stuff, but also the surrounding states were really bad at doing war on their own, like embarrassingly so.
Yeah.
And then same thing with like I think for Ukraine and Russia, I think Russia was probably just embarrassingly bad, and they're not used to. They don't have like training. They don't do good war, right? They don't fight people. Oh yeah, Iran, Iraq was super bloody and horrible. Yeah.
You would know this actually. How much of Israel's success is just due to the fact that fucking all those Islamic countries like suck dick at war?
I think a lot of it was because when they started to get their shit together by the Yom Kippur War in 73, Israel was in like a panic mode for the first 3 days. They were like, oh shit, this might be harder. And then when as time goes on, you see like Israel bullies the out of the Palestinians and like Hamas. Hamas are like actual incels that like hide in tunnels and like kill civilians and shit, and they suck. But when Israel tried to go north in 86 for the first Lebanon war, when they were like Hezbollah, they them, but Hezbollah is like a more real military that trains and shit. When Israel tried to fight again in 2006, they got by Hezbollah hard. Yes.
So all the people thinking that like Israel can just like go and take Lebanon are retarded.
Absolutely not. They could never. That would be a bloody horrible, and there's no guarantee. I think it's said right now that Hezbollah has the third largest stockpile of missiles. Not the little rockets that like Hamas like can barely aim out of their fucking backyard, but like missiles. I think Hezbollah has the third largest stockpile of missiles in the world. That place is pretty unhinged.
It's wild. Isn't like all of Israel like the size of like Rhode Island or some shit?
Or isn't it New Jersey? What they say?
Yeah,
Rhode Island's a little small, but
man,
what a place.
How do we deal with the fact that India and Pakistan hate each other? And they both have nukes.
That's good. It shows us that they're chill.
They're not chill.
Well, they haven't blown each other up yet. They just aggressively dance at each other, I guess, at their...
Oh my God. Can you watch that? That is the best thing ever. Oh my God, that guy's got big old lungs. Is this the Indian side or Pakistan? Wait a minute. Were those Indians or Pakistanis?
Go back.
No, because you're going to look at the flag and cheat. Only go by their facials.
Well, now I can't even remember. If I can't remember the flags, I can't remember their faces. I don't know. Were they...
You saw them. I'm not letting you go back. You're not cheating.
Pakistani?
I don't know. Let's see.
What is the star flag? Turkey?
That's Islamic, right?
I guess.
Then they're probably Pakistani, right?
I guess.
Because India is more... Was it Buddhist? No. What is India?
Hindu? But I don't know if they like identify by their religion like that.
Is this every day? It's like this and everyone gathers? This is a special day. I want to be here for this. Except that I'd probably come with my wife and I, be a little dangerous apparently. If you believe the mass media.
Wow.
What's green and white? Ireland? The Irish are here. Oh my God, look at those stumps. Dude, that's a sick hat. You can't lie. Oh my God, they're coming in. This is cooler than the New Zealand, what do you call it? The thing they do.
Polynesian, Maori, whatever people.
This is way cooler.
What are they even doing now? What is the point of this?
This is the India-Pakistan border.
I'm aware, but it's like somebody crossing or... Oh, look, they shook their hands.
They're friends, but they're not. Oh my God.
If we did this at the U.S.-Mexico border, do you think we'd have better relations?
Yes. Oh, now it's time for India. Hold up, Pakistan, you had your chance. Big stomp. Huge stomps. It almost looks like it's sped up 2x, but it's not. Could you stomp like that if you...
No.
I don't think I could either, unironically. I think I would blow my hip out.
Wow, look at him go.
This is amazing. Border's closed. Sorry, bitch. Stomp. That shit is fucking crazy. Is this every day?
I don't even know what this is for.
I don't know. What it's for.
This is border perform Independence Day. My guess is that's once per year.
Oh, that's less exciting than every day.
Am I making this up, or was there like a rule that in order to prevent escalation into like World War III or some bullshit, that there are like parts of the border where when they fight with each other, they have to use melee weapons? Am I making that up?
What?
Like they have to fight with like swords and spears and shit?
Slappers only?
No, like swords and shields and shit, or spears.
Spears?
Oh, wait, is this China and India?
Bro, whoever believes that shit is they're getting folded. They're getting full bread, as they say in the biz, okay? If there's a war between China and India, and Indians are showing up with the spears and shields, come on, guys, we agreed.
Take a look at this.
China's going to full breed you. You know what I'm saying?
September 2021, from what we understand from an Indian military source. And here you have the Chinese and Indian militaries beating each other over barbed wire high in the Himalayas. Again, we've been able to confirm that this took place around September 28th, 2021. This is according to an Indian military officer in the area of Arunachal Pradesh. The video goes on for some 2 minutes.
Arunachal Pradesh,
the Chinese forces appear to withdraw behind a stone wall that they're at there, and then the Indians kind of declare victory.
Because in the Himalayas, I think they agreed they're not allowed to use guns. So
it's like real life balloons tower defense?
I don't have any idea how that would ever compare to balloons, tower defense in any way.
They're not using blades. They're just using 2x4s.
Well, no, I think you can use other weapons.
Well, they're not stabbing. They're just smacking.
Because why would you stab when you could smack people with huge pole arms?
I don't know.
Look at this. That's what they're using out there. I bet Dan wants to that.
I watched Ad Astra again.
That's a very strange movie.
Yeah, it is. It's, it is strange. You know, there's parts of it I didn't really get at all. So they're on the moon and it's like, hey, there's pirates on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
That part I was a little confused about.
I like that.
I liked that part, but it didn't make a lot of sense.
No, I think I like that this is like a random storytelling thing, and maybe you do or don't like it as movie, but I kind of like when you feel like you're part. Sometimes when you're watching an anime or fantasy movie, like a character's like walking around and then they see something, and then there'll be an older character that's more experienced with them. They're like, oh, that's a Ghibli fire pot, and those things are for blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, thank you for giving us a detailed breakdown of every single thing we see. But like, apparently in that world, I guess there are just people that do piracy on things like the moon because that they're advanced enough that people are fighting for stuff there. But that's it. But they don't like explain it. You don't really know what they're represented by, but I guess they're just probably pirates on the moon, you know, that steal things from people. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it was so wild though, just to be like, yeah, we're on the moon. Obviously it takes billions of dollars to get here.
Well, it's probably cheaper at that point. Wasn't he working on like a fucking elevator?
Yeah, he was working on an elevator.
Yeah. So it's probably cheaper to get to the moon. Yeah. By then, Elon Musk has perfected the rockets going back and forth.
Interesting. What movies besides, at the moment, so what movies have elicited like physical reactions in you, like where you cried or you felt very emotional? So besides like the obvious ones like Anything, Everywhere, All at Once, and I think Requiem for a Dream doesn't make you cry, but it certainly fucks you up. What other movies like that are things that you watched and it was like, damn, this is interesting?
I'm looking for a good answer in chat.
Let me think if I can think of one.
I cried at the end of Oppenheimer. I was so sad that I'd wasted 3 hours of my life with such a dog shit fucking movie.
I'll tell you a video game moment that kind of fucked me up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to describe this accurately. I think it's at the end of Half-Life 1 where you're going through the portal at the very end, and like there's like not islands but like little miniature things you have to like jump on, like parkour through.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do it, there's like dead previous Gordon Freemans there. And
Wow.
for some reason it was like fucking with me. Like, damn. Like how many, I don't know, I can't explain it. It was weird. It was just an interesting feeling.
Other dimensions. I read the synopsis. I'll never watch this movie.
Of what?
Of a movie called Dear Zachary.
Oh, that one apparently really fucks you up.
Especially as a parent. Did you read the synopsis for that?
No, but I read like, do not watch this movie. It'll fucking destroy you. And I was like, okay, I believe you. I believe you. It sounds bad. It's like
bad.
It's
a
like
bad one.
Bad.
Oof.
Like
Stay away.
why fuck yourself up that bad?
And it's a real movie, and it's a real life.
What do you mean it's real life?
Oh, you don't even know the background. Every single part of this. Let me just say this. The concept of the movie originally was that a little kid, his father, I think, got killed by his crazy girlfriend, I think, or that's what people thought. And for the kid, his father's friend was going to make like a documentary interviewing all these people in the father's life to show the son when the son gets older to see like, oh, hey, this is your dad. This is how cool he is. These are all these people with these good memories of him.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
And?
That's a horrible movie.
Though?
Read the synopsis.
What's the synopsis?
Oh my God.
Ruin it for me. Yes.
You can read it. Oh, this is I can't even summarize the synopsis without.
Okay.
Here you go. Go for it. Read it.
It's so long.
It's no. It's not that long.
It's
a whole Wikipedia article because it's based on real events.
Where's the clip? Okay.
Right here. Read the synopsis. Right here.
Hey, speaking of which, did you know that there's like almost another hour of this podcast that you're not going to see on this YouTube video? If you want to get the full thing, you have to be a Patreon subscriber, which you can do at patreon.com/anything else. You also have very cool things that you get in there, like being able to be on the live show viewer call-ins, suggesting the topics, and like behind the scenes footage. There's some really good stuff there. So yeah, check it out.
Some more Patreon exclusive footage. And here is my neighbor's cat ready to get into a fight to the death with Lycan's dog. He's a big pussy though. He's just smelling.